Well, hello, folks. Glad you could be with me today. This second time I've been on today, and I guess you noticed my new thumbnail I had there. it was a picture that I had in my photo album. I took a picture of it and put it on there, but you can't see it now, anyhow. But anyhow, I done a video earlier today told about. Boy, I can't hardly talk. Excuse me, man. I've been in outside working all day, and I guess I got some pollen in my throat or something. But that picture on the email there, that on the thumbnail there, was a pound of gold or a pound back in the 90s. I can't remember when it was, uh, but it was a nice pound of gold. Uh, I told some of you about an outing that we had, and that there's over 100 pans that when you picked all the pickers out of it and left just the fine gold, that was one of them. And there's over 100 pans like that in a day and a half dig. So that dig will be noted for years to come. Still is today, and will be for years to come. But I hope we get a few people in here to talk with us. I'm a little down in the dumps today after I told that story today. It just kind of made me relive the situation in my mind, and I had to leave a lot of it out, and would have made a lot better story if I could have told some of it. But I put in about the worst part of it that I could and left some of it out. But you can just kind of fill in the lines and maybe figure out some things that happened. But anyhow, it was a story that I've been wanting to do ever since I've been on, but I just didn't know how to go about it in its entirety, and so I just left some of it out. And uh, well, I'm kind of light in the face, dark in the face, so I don't know why they got a light right there shining on my bald head, I guess. But anyhow, hope we get some people to talk with. Talk about anything you want to. It's just kind of shooting the bull. While we're shooting it, I would like for some of you uh, that is watching this on the rewatch, uh, if you can at all, please subscribe. It means a lot to my channel. And I only got 72 views and been working at it since January. But I've had some of them tell me that's great for that amount of time. I don't know. I just take it for what it's worth, and what it is, and whatever it is, it is. But I'd like to uh, get a few more. And if everybody that watched or clicked on it would join, wouldn't cost them a dime, and it could help me tremendously. I forget how many people I've had to watch it and be on it, but way up there, way more than what I need to get to 1,000. Uh, well, of course, when I get to 100, I'll think it's a milestone. I'll shoot for two. And TikTok, I ain't posted nothing on TikTok for 2 weeks, and still got two or 300 subscribers. If I could do that on YouTube, boy, oh boy. Of course, I don't like TikTok as well as I like YouTube. YouTube's got a better bunch of people on it. And I was trying to do a TikTok earlier today, and I don't know how to block people, but I, I got on there and it wasn't nothing but trash talk. I didn't know how to block them, and so rather than waiting for TikTok to cut me off, I just cut it off myself. Uh, I don't like that kind of talk. Hey, who we got there? Drain the Swamp 53. Uh, I don't like that kind of talk. Hey, who we got there? Drain the Swamp 53. Glad to have you, man. Oh, I tell you what, this has been a long day for me. Uh, I don't know if you've seen that uh, thumbnail I had up or not. Yeah, the cat drug in, and speaking of cats, my grandson brought their cat down for me to babysit with for a week. They're going to Florida. I took to college the other day. He's got about 2 weeks before he has to start classes, so he's going to go to Florida and let his fiance see her mother and dad. I thought that was nice of him. Boy, I hate to have him out on that highway when it's not really any use in it, but they're going to do what they want to do. How have you been? I've only got a 2 second delay, so it won't take you long to get an answer from me when you submit. But I got tired of them 10 second, 15 second delays. I ain't gonna buy that no more. I'm trying to keep the frog out of my throat. How's your weather been up in Michigan today or this week? Uh, it's been nice here. We had 2 or 3 days of rain, but I like rain. It's what makes everything grow. And my next door neighbor mows my yard all the time, and I bought gas and left it sitting down at my garage, and I don't think he ever used any of it. I don't know what's in that boy. He said, I don't need to buy no gas. As long as he don't want to use it, I ain't gonna buy it. But I got to get him put some brakes on my daughter's pickup this coming week when he gets back from his. He's in Florida himself. Yeah, well, that's good weather as long as it's not raining real bad, not real cold or not real hot. uh, I always like the weather in that area that you're in. I never did get to stay in very long, but I was either going through it in the hot summertime or uh, in the dead winter. And I think the last time that I drove through there, uh, I was bringing an engine down from Marquette, Michigan to I can't think of the name of that base there in Detroit right now, but they had a B-52. Had to make a emergency landing there, and I had to bring an engine down from to put in it. And engine caught fire on them. It's going to be a while before they could get a new one in, and so they called up one of them hangars at all times because we had a whole flight of B-52s, and they kept everything they needed right there. And we had to put on more engines. And I don't know why this is. Uh, in the summertime than we did the wintertime. I would think that cold air would be the worst on them, but they say no, summer is worst on the engines because uh, all the insects are out, everything, birds are out, and they play havoc on them engines. But That's another story. Did you see my thumbnail I had up there uh, during the swamp? Uh, yeah, that was in 1954 or 54, 64. I'm wrong again. I can't keep them numbers straight. 19 and 94. Uh, the first outing that we had in 94 in Georgia, and it was a 3 day outing. And of course, we only dig for a day and a half. We get there on Friday and we start digging on Saturday, and we dig half a day Sunday, and that's it. And we hit a pocket, and they said, well, that pocket, we didn't get nears in that pocket. We just quit digging. We had enough material to run us. And I've been down there with the gold well, bringing it up after that, and brought just as much up as equivalent to the dirt amount of ore I brought up as we did that night. So I quit and I just left it there. So there's still plenty of it there, but I don't need to be hoggish with something I've got plenty of already. Or had plenty of. But yeah, we had over 100 pans like that, and we had already picked all the pickers out and the nuggets. And I've got another picture. It's got, I believe, a Pam thimble, and I ain't going. I've got to get it fixed up so I can put it up as a thumbnail. But uh, there's as many pieces that we've taken out as was left in that pan. It was unbelievable. Uh, Pan after pan after pan, ounce and a half, 2 ounces per pan. I mean, it was unbelievable. And they see it was me and Jake Hardwood, Tom Massey, and one other person. I can't think who it was. We was all panning, and I panned. I had another job to do, and I panned for uh, probably 4 hours on Sunday morning, or maybe it was late Saturday night. I can't remember. Uh, yeah, I panned Saturday evening and helped Tom and them, and then I had another job I had to do a Sunday morning, and so they finished up the panning. But I did get to run out there Sunday and take some of the pictures, and those were the probably the last part of the last 25 pans that we done. I didn't get to take any of the first bunch. They said they was unreal, the same way. But yeah, that was a good outing, and what tickled me, uh, I knew there was gold like that there because I'd been mining that ever since back in the '60s. Not right there at that particular spot, but no more than several times, no more than 200 yards away from it. Because the man that owned the river that was within 25 yards of where we found it, I'll make it 40 yards of where we found that gold at. Uh, Mr. Jim Merritt owned that part of the river on each side of the Loud Mine. And I had permission, written permission, to go on his property anytime I wanted to. And also another neighbor, Mr. Ab Helton, who they're both passed away now, but uh, I had written permission to go on both the properties for years and years. And it was a lot of gold there. And I got to hit the river when nobody else had done it in some places. And I found a lot of gold places. and I found a lot of gold.